How do you do? I hope you are doing well. I am Jitendra. Today we will discuss about the paragraph 3 of the chapter 3 Days to See. 3 Days to See, written by Helen Keller. Here I have a question for you. Dear students, do you know how do we perceive this world? Okay. Second question is that, dear students, can you tell me how many sense organs do we have? Okay, so let me tell you. We have 5 sense organs. Okay, first one is your eyes. Through our eyes, we see the beautiful world. Second one is the ear. Through our ears, we can able to hear everything. Third one is a tongue. Through the tongue, we can taste everything. And fourth one is the nose. Through our nose, we can smell anything. Last but not the least, our skin. Through our skin, we can able to feel the touch. So let's proceed to the paragraph 3. Hello students, today we will discuss about paragraph 3 of the chapter 3 Days to See. As you know, it is written by Helen Keller. So let's go for a quick recapitulation. Before we move ahead, let us quickly recall what we have learned so far. In the previous paragraphs, the author describes how she experiences the beauty of nature even though she cannot see. She uses her sense of touch to understand the world around her. She feels the delicate shape of a leaf, the smooth bark of a birch tree, and the rough branches of a pine tree. During spring, she touches the branches of trees, hoping to find birds. These birds are the first signs that nature is waking up after winter. Sometimes she is lucky enough to feel a bird moving as it sings, which brings her great joy. However, the author also expresses a deep feeling of longing. She wishes she could see all these beautiful things. She realizes that if touch can give her so much happiness, then sight must reveal even greater beauty. This thought leads her to an imagine what she would do if she were given the gift of sight for just 3 days. For just 3 days. Now, let us see what she plans to do during those 3 days. Okay, now to understand what we have understood in the previous classes, let us discuss some questions and answers. So, the first question for you is, how does the author experience the beauty of nature? Okay, so here is the answer. She experiences it through her sense of touch. As we know, we have 5 sense organs. So she experiences everything through touch as she cannot see. Okay, now the next question is, what do the birds on the trees symbolize? Here is the answer. They symbolize the awakening of nature after winter. The next question is, what does the author imagine at the end of the passage? What does the author imagine at the end of the passage? And here is the answer for you. She imagines having eyesight for 3 days and what she would like to see. So, dear students, here is a model reading for you. I should divide the period into three parts. On the first day, I should want to see the people whose kindness and companionship have made my life worth living. I do not know what it is to see into the heart of a friend through that window of the soul, the eye. I can only see through my fingertips the outline of a face. I can detect laughter, sorrow, and other obvious emotions. I know my friends from the feel of their faces. I'd like to read it again for you. I should divide the period into three parts. On the first day, I should want to see the people whose kindness and companionship have made my life worth living. I do not know what it is to see into the heart of a friend through that window of the soul, the eye. I can only see through my fingertips the outline of a face. I can detect laughter, sorrow, and other obvious emotions. I know my friends from the feel of their faces. So, dear students, let us learn some new words. And the first word is companion. Look at the picture. You can find two friends are sitting together. You can find a pet. You can find a book. You can find two people are, going towards the mountain. So here, companion means maybe a friend, partner, maybe a pet, maybe a book. So a person or an animal with whom one spends a lot of time or with whom one travels. Okay, we can also say book can be our good companion. Ravi took his dog as a companion on the morning walk. The next word is kindness. Look at the picture. A young man is offering food to the old man. So, what is kindness? Kindness is a behavior marked by concern for others without expecting anything in return. So, it is, to helping people, to giving them. So, here is a sentence for you. The kindness to the old man made everyone happy. I would like to read it again. The kindness to the old man made everyone happy. So the next word is worth. Okay, look at the picture. You can see the sun temple. So worth means value or importance of something. So here is an example for you. This painting is worth a lot of money. Okay, so here something which is having some values. So the next word is soul. Look at the picture. The invisible or the inner part of a person that makes them who they are. It may be spirit, it may be heart, or true self. Okay, so this is soul. We can see an example. She is a gentle soul who always helps others. So here we are talking about someone who is very gentle. And the next word is laughter. Okay, do you know what is laughter? Okay, let us learn. You can see the picture. Look at the picture. Four friends are laughing together, and some other people also behind these four friends are laughing. So here the sound or the act of laughing is laughter. The village lane is echoed with the children's laughter. Okay, do you laugh? You saw it. Okay, like ha 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 ha. This is laughter. Okay, okay, let's go further. The next word is detect. Detect means, to find out something or to search something. So getting clues after the search. Look at the picture. The officer is trying to detect the clues for the case. Okay, let's move ahead. The next word is emotion. Do you have emotion? Yeah, we have emotion. See the picture. The lady in this picture is crying. Okay, we often say that she is getting emotional, or I am getting emotional, you are getting emotional. So, facial expressions, gestures, or actions. So, this is a state of mind. Emotion is a state of mind. You may be happy, you may be sad, you may be excited. So, these are different types of emotions. Her voice was full of emotion when she spoke about her childhood. So, this is an example for you to understand how to use emotion in a sentence. So, dear students, here is the explanation for you. I should divide the period into three parts. Helen Keller imagines that she is given the precious gift of sight for only 3 days. She decides that she will divide this short period into three important parts. On the first day, I should want to see the people whose kindness and companionship have made my life worth living. You know, on the first day, Helen Keller says that further, I do not know it is to see into the heart of a friend through that window of the soul, the eye. Here, dear students, Helen Keller explains that she has never experienced looking into the eyes of a friend. People often say that the eyes are the window of the soul. It means you can look into somebody's soul through your eyes. Through our eyes, we can understand emotions like happiness, like kindness, like love. So, you understand how important eyes are for us? We are actually very, very lucky we can see, but Helen Keller could not see. So, students, here is the message from the author. So, what is the message of the author? Helen Keller's thought remind us to appreciate our senses and the people around us. We should value our friends, our family who bring us joy and support into our lives. You know, we are lucky enough we have all five sense organs working. Okay, all five sense organs are functional. So here is the first question for you. Why does Helen Keller want to divide the period into three parts? And here is the answer. Helen Keller wants to divide the period into three parts so that she can use her limited time of sight wisely and experience as many important things as possible. Each day is planned to focus on different aspects of life, helping her fully enjoy and understand the beauty of the world. Whom does Helen Keller want to see on the first day? And the answer is she wants to see the people whose kindness and companionship have made her life worth living. The next question is, why are these people important to Helen Keller? Here is the answer. They are important because their love, kindness, and support made her life happy and meaningful. So, here is the next question for you. What is meant by the phrase window of the soul? And the answer is the phrase window of the soul refers to the eye through which we can understand a person's feelings and emotions. And the next question, what lesson do we learn from this passage? What lesson do we learn from this passage? And the answer is we learn to appreciate our senses and value the people who bring happiness and support into our lives. Okay, now students, here is the instruction for you. Match the words in the column A with their correct meanings in column B. Look at here. There are some words in the column A: kindness, companionship, worth, and heart. And in the column B, there are some phrases. Okay. So here, feeling of friendship or support. B, looking inside someone's feelings. C, being caring and helpful to others. And D, value or importance. So you have to match the correct word with the proper meaning. Okay, let's match. Kindness means being caring and helpful to others. Next, what is companionship? Who can say? Okay, here is the companionship. Companionship is a feeling of friendship or support. Okay, the next word is worth. Worth is value or importance. See the next one, heart. Looking inside someone's feeling. Okay, so dear students, here is an interesting activity for you. The name of the activity is Feel and Imagine. Can you recognize a friend by touch? How does Helen Keller understand the world? So let's go for this activity. You have to pay attention to do this activity. Close your eyes for a few seconds and imagine you cannot see anything. Did you understand? All of you, close your eyes for a few seconds and you imagine, you think you cannot see anything. Think about how you would recognize your friend using only your sense of touch through hands. Okay. Think about how you would recognize your friend using only your sense of touch. Would you recognize them by their face, their hands, or their voice? I repeat, would you recognize them by their face, their hands, or their voice? Now, open your eyes and reflect. How is Helen Keller's way of understanding people different from us or different from our way of understanding people? Because as you know, Helen Keller could not see or could not hear. This activity helps us to realize how powerful our senses are and how Helen Keller beautifully uses touch to understand emotions and people. As you know, her disability is where she could not see anything and she could not hear. Helen Keller was blind and deaf. She could not see or hear the world around her, but she could understand everything through touch. So, my dear students, there is a homework for you. Draw a picture showing an act of kindness between two people. Now, let's go for an activity where we can find synonyms of some words. Here is the instruction. Write a synonym for each of the following words. The first word is kindness. And what are the synonyms of kindness? Here, two examples or two words are given. One is caring, one is helpfulness. These are the synonyms of kindness. Next word is companion. So, friend, partner, these are the synonyms of companion. Next word, living. Okay, here active, alive, these are the synonyms of living. What is the next word? Let's see. Next word is heart. Okay, what are the synonyms of heart? Soul, inner core, these are synonyms of heart. So, my dear students, there is a homework for you. Draw a picture showing an act of kindness between two people. Here are some examples for you. What you can do? You can draw a picture helping a friend, or you can draw a picture of a person who is sharing food with others, or you can also draw a picture who is caring for someone. So, these are some examples for you. So, dear students, this much for today. We'll meet again in the next class. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
खुशी रे शिखिबा समस्तंकर अधिकार। नमस्कार।